Welcome everyone. In this session, we will explore the key difference between parametric and non-parametric test, when to use each, their assumptions, examples, and research relevance. So without further delay, let's get understand. Meaning of parametric test. Parametric tests rely on specific assumption about the population like mean, standard deviation, etc. It's assumed that data follows a normal distribution and it's require interval or ratio scale data. Interval means where is fixed interval is possible like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and the ratio scale we can say the ratio between male and female 2:4 and the income and expenditure. तो बेसिकली पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट क्या होते हैं? पैरामेट्रिक टेस्ट वो टेस्ट होते हैं जहाँ पर हमें पॉपुलेशन के पैरामीटर्स गिवन होते हैं जैसे कि मीन, स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, और ये एज्यूम करते हैं कि जो डेटा है हमारा वो नॉर्मल है, नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को फॉलो करेगा, जहाँ पर हम बेसिकली इंटरवल का और रेशियो स्केल का यूज़ करते हैं. नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज गिवन बाय गॉसिन. A normal distribution, also called bell curve, most values are clustered around the mean average. There are equal numbers of values on both sides of the mean. It's look like a symmetrical bell shape as we see in the diagram. For example, if you measure the height of 1000 adults, most people would be near the average height, say 165 centimeter. With fewer very short or very tall people. So we can say that data is normally distributed. Meaning of non-parametric test. Non-parametric tests are more flexible. They don't depend on the parameters of the population like mean or variances and work well when data is skewed, small in size and not normally distributed. It's also called distribution free test. In non-parametric test, we basically use ordinal or nominal data. What is not normally distributed data? It skewed more values on one side than the other. It can be right hand side or left hand side, or it has outliers, or the distribution is uneven or lopsided. For example, if you measured income levels, most people earn a moderate amount, but a few earn very high salaries. The data become right skewed, so we can say it not normally distribution. So दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या होता है नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में और नॉन नॉर्मल में? जो नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन होता है उसमें बोथ साइड टू रिजेक्शन रीज़न होता है. इट मीन्स अगर हम सैलरी की बात करें या फिर एवरेज हाइट की बात करें तो एवरेज हाइट लोगों की कितनी है हम मान सकते हैं 5 फुट है, तो दोनों तरफ हम क्या लेंगे 5 फुट लेंगे. मतलब दोनों साइड क्या होंगी सेम वैल्यूज पुट होंगी. लेकिन जो नॉट नॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड डेटा होता है उसमें या तो राइट हैंड साइड रिजेक्शन रीज़न होगा या फिर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड होगा. अब यहाँ पर क्या था कि जो सैलरी थी वो हाई थी, लेकिन सब लोगों की तो हाई सैलरी नहीं है ना. कुछ लोग मॉडरेट अमाउंट अर्न कर रहे होंगे तो कुछ लोग हाई सैलरी, तो इसलिए क्या था राइटली स्क्यूड था, नॉर्मल नहीं था. और अगर सब लोगों की अगर कुछ लोगों की बहुत कम होती और कुछ की मॉडरेट होती तो ये क्या होता लेफ्ट हैंड साइड होता. की अजम्पशंस. दिस कंपैरिजन हेल्प्स टू आइडेंटिफाई विच टेस्ट फिट योर डेटा. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड एस्पेक्ट parametric test and non-parametric test. Distribution. In parametric test, distribution is normal distribution. In non-parametric test, no specific distribution. Data type, we use interval or ratio scale. In parametric test, in non-parametric test, we use ordinal or nominal. Variance, homogeneous. In non-parametric test, not required. Sample size, large. And in non-parametric test it can be small or large. In parametric test we use quantitative measurement in the form of numbers, and in non-parametric test we use rank or frequency measurement. Common parametric test. Parametric tests are often used for hypothesis testing involving means and correlation. They give more statistical power when assumptions are met. These are common parametric tests which shown in table. First is t-test, which used to compare means of two groups. ANOVA, it's compare means of three or more groups. Pearson correlation, it's identify the relationship between two continuous variables. And regression analysis is used to predict the effect of one variable on others. Non-parametric tests are alternatives of parametric tests. They use rank instead of raw data, making them suitable for ordinal or non-normal data set. These are common non-parametric tests. Let's understand. Mann-Whitney U test, equivalent to independent t-test. Purpose, compare two independent groups. Wilcoxon-signed rank test, equivalent to pair t-test, compare two related groups. Kruskal-Wallis test, it's equivalent to one-way ANOVA and compare three or more groups. Spearman rank correlation, equivalent to Pearson correlation, it's measure rank-based association. Advantage of parametric test. Parametric test can detect a smaller effect due to their power. However, the reliability drops sharply if assumptions like normality or equal variance are violated. It has greater statistical power. It provides precise estimates. It allows prediction and modeling, example regression, and it's easier interpretation when assumptions are met. Advantages of non-parametric test include fewer assumptions about population. It can handle small or skewed sample. It's suitable for ordinal or nominal data, and it is easy to compute and interpret. Non-parametric tests are robust in real-world research where data rarely meets ideal assumption. That's why social science and behavioral studies often use them. Limitation comparison. Each has trade-offs. Parametric tests are more accurate but sensitive, and non-parametric tests are safe but less precise. Sensitivity to outlier, accuracy, statistical power, and complexities all are high in parametric test, but in non-parametric test it is lower. When to use which test? Use parametric test when data is normally distributed, measurement scale is interval or ratio, and variance is equal across group. And use non-parametric test when data is ordinal or nominal, distribution is non-normal or skewed, and sample size is small. Choosing the right test ensures validity of the result. Practical example of parametric and non-parametric test. Parametric test research question. Is there a significant difference in average salary between male and female employees? This uses numerical data, salary, and assumes normality. A perfect case for a parametric test like the independent t-test. Non-parametric test research question. Do job satisfaction level differ across three departments? Since satisfaction is measured on an ordinal scale, example low, medium, and high, and the data is not normally distributed, so a non-parametric test is more suitable. Non-parametric test we can use here Kruskal-Wallis test. Applications in research. Most research fields need both, depending on whether the variable is continuous or categorical. Business and management, performance and satisfaction study in psychology, behavioral skill analysis in education, learning outcome comparison, and in health science we use patient group analysis. Conclusion. Both tests are essential tools in statistical analysis. The choice depends on data type, distribution, and research design. Good researchers validate assumptions before choosing the test. These are some references like Field 2018 Discovering Statistics Using SPSS, Gore and Gore 2021 Statistical Method for Practice and Research, and Sagal 1956 Non-Parametric Statistics for the Behavioral Sciences. If you want to know more about parametric and non-parametric tests, you can cite these references. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video is fruitful for you, then you can appreciate me by like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much.